You got yourself in this situation. Something you agree to. You understand the terms. Don't get mad that now you have to be accountable after years of not having to be accountable and you have to pay the motherfuckers back. Pay back your student loans.
They made you go to college and then they made you take out a loan when you were 18 and didn't know what you were doing. So the amount of nonsense that I'm hearing on this app around the student loan repayment is crazy. And all it boils down to is lack of accountability. My daughter went to college. She went to Clark Atlanta. We didn't qualify for financial aid. And she would call me and say, Mom, my friends are getting credit cards and they're taking out loans. And I told her, because she was only 18, and you know when you're 18, you don't know anything. That's what you guys are trying to say. And I told her, as her parent, don't you dare take a credit card and don't you dare take out a loan, and let me tell you why. And we had a whole little conversation about loan repayment and FICO scores. So I don't want to hear that when you were 18 someone forced you to go to college and then made you take out a loan, because a lot of y'all are hundreds of $1,000s in debt, not from a 4-year college stint. It's because you went back to college as an adult when you had, when you knew what you were doing, because apparently when you were 18, no one told you what a loan was, even though you signed for it. Stop. Take accountability. No one cares that you have bills to pay and all these things. If you had a mortgage right now, you couldn't say, I'm not paying it. And then I heard people say, well, a mortgage and an auto loan is not the same. I do agree that those student loans were predatory, 100%. They were at the campuses throwing Amex cards at these kids. But that doesn't give you an excuse for not paying your bills and not paying your loan back. Loans are not free money. Who did you think was going to pay it in the event you couldn't? Like, I don't understand why there's so much discourse around these loan repayments. You took out the loan and you have to pay it back. And short of all of the little workarounds that you guys are saying, oh, I'm just going to have my job pay me in a check and not direct deposit. Figure it all out, because all I'm saying is when you're looking around for workarounds to not pay your debt, that's speaking to your character. And I'm sure you guys don't care. But the lack of
Of course they don't care, but most of the people that are probably saying this, that they're not paying back their student loans. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's probably a little bit of guys too. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, it's gonna be women, and most of the time, in most cases, bro, college is pretty fucking worthless too. So, I mean, everyone wants to really just go to college to have that experience, really, and just party their ass off. And at the end of the day, like, man, the system is to blame here too. But at the end of the day, like, you decided to go to college because you thought that was the cool thing and the PC thing to do, or your parents forced you to fucking do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the student loan, the people who have to pay back these debts aren't really the ones necessarily to blame. A lot of it is a systemic issue. But at the end of the day, it's just like any other fucking thing, bro. You borrowed money, bro. You got to pay the shit back. It's that simple. I don't understand why an 18-year-old wouldn't understand such a simple concept, considering that a lot of 18-year-olds feel like they know everything. Like, these are the same niggas who get 1,600 SATs talking about, I didn't know I had to pay this shit back. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
What I talk about on this app is wild. And there is one group of people that are the ones making excuses. I didn't know what I was doing. I was only 18. They tell us that we have to go to college. Who's they? I don't understand. You were 18 and you didn't have a parent that you could ask for, like, hey mom, hey dad. So you were just away in college, just taking money and thinking that it was free. Pay back your debt. Learn a lesson.
Simple as that.
Teach your kids not to sign contracts that require you to pay back something. No one's coming to your rescue. The excuses, and especially from now, you're adults now, it sounds pretty lame that you're screaming on TikTok about having to pay back a loan you agreed to pay back. Again, loans are not free money. The fact that you were 18 and you didn't know what you were doing is lame, because you had parents. I would imagine there was some adult in your life that you could have asked for counsel around what a loan is. And then y'all went out and took out another one because a whole group of women, my color, want to take out and be MBAs. They want to talk about how they have an MBA. So you took out another loan. So you got loans and you got degrees in marketing, or you going to work in marketing? You have like degrees in criminal justice. That was the hot one back in the day. Do you work in criminal justice? So now, because you don't work in the field that you got a degree in, not only are you mad because you don't work in that field, because you only picked that field because that was the hot trending thing, now you're mad because you got to pay the money back. My daughter wanted to be a forensic scientist because of the whole OJ thing and the glove don't fit. She was fascinated by it. And she's like, Mom, I'm going to go to college and be a forensic scientist. I'm like, okay, you go get me the newspaper on Sunday, because that's where the help wanted section was, and you show me all the jobs that are forensic scientists. She got the paper, not one single job. I'm like, pick a different major. Pick a major that you can use in any environment. She took a major in communications. And she
Oh
was
my
now
God.
real estate, senior level of a
Nigga, you didn't even need that degree. That what the fuck? Like, she was on a good, and then whoa, she was like, dropped off a clip. She said communication, nigga. That's what Shador Sanders probably got. The nigga who got drafted. You know, that's what Travis Hunter probably has. You know, the niggas that don't finish college. You know, like you get a degree in communications when you know you going to the league or some shit, or you just know you're just at college for one thing and one thing only: sports. And look. So, man, this lady, whatever she's saying is invalidated now. The bitch didn't even have to go to college, bro. So, just shut up. Jeez.
She loses her communications. So, yeah.
How?
18. Nobody cares.
How?
You're not 18 now.
How?
And don't
How?
teach your children to think that loans are free money. Be
All
an
right.
example for
All right, dumbass. Yeah, and you're the same one who had your child go to school and to get communications, and she's in real estate now. And you're the same one who discouraged her from doing the forensic whatever, scientist whatever, since there wasn't no fucking jobs in the fucking newspaper. How the fuck does communications have to do with real estate? She didn't even have to go to school at fucking all. So don't come up here trying to act all fucking smart on TikTok when you didn't fucking lead your child the right way either, motherfucker.
Let me know down in the comments. Does this resonate with anyone, or am I talking crazy?
Yeah, you're talking absolutely crazy. You were good up until that point. You said, yeah, she has communication. She switched to communication. Now she's in real estate. Like it was a flex. Bitch, how stupid are you? Man, most of these chicks are clowns, bro. Oh my fucking God. I know people who went on spring break and went on honeymoons with student loan money. Yeah, that's fucking insane, bro. Some spent the loan money on non-educational things. They are blaming the government and the loans when in reality they should be blaming their parents, school, and the psychologist. But honestly, this chick is acting like she's super smart and shit. And that last part, you lost me, Monique, whatever the fuck your name is. Oh man, these motherfuckers are stupid out here.